Well, good afternoon. Today is Sunday, July 21st. We're in the house today because there's a lot of sounds of summer going on outside. There's Jim is power washing the lower deck, or the lower patio. He's power washing that. The neighbor on the other side is cutting the lawn. And Sophia's going to be here in a little while, and she's going to be cutting the lawn. So I'm just watching some of my shows that I taped this morning. I tape political shows and watch those. So I'm watching that. So I just thought I'd get on here real quick and say happy birthday to some people, because today is Jessie, who is my best friend's daughter. And Jessie, I didn't send you a card yet again. She's like her mother. She's elusive. She'll probably just watch the beginning here and then she'll be gone. But today's Jessie's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jessie. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Goodbye. Because you know she's tuned me out by this point now. It's also Denise Emery's birthday. So Denise, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Denise. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Paul Mason, M-A-H-S-O-N, Matson. It's not an H, it's T. M-A-T-T-S-O-N. Can't even read my own writing. That's sad. But it's Paul Matson's birthday. So, Paul, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Paul. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope all three of you have a great, great birthday. But today is my buddy, Susan, Sparklin' Susan, and her husband, Dan. So, Dan and Susan Radar, today's their anniversary. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary. Well, I hope you and Dan have a great anniversary. I know you're going to probably spend the day unpacking boxes because you just moved from Ohio to Oregon. Oregon? I don't know how you say that. Is it Oregon or Oregon? I think it's Oregon. Anyway, let me know, people from Portland or anywhere in Oregon or Oregon, whatever it is. But so she moved there. They had a house built, and she's 5 minutes away from her job, her daddy, and her grandbabies or her grandangels, and her daughters, and it's just her kids, and it's like the best place to be. That's me. I'm 20 minutes away from my kids. Jimmy's 20 minutes north, Christy's 20 minutes west, and Danny's 20 minutes south. So I'm like right the center, the hub of it all. So I'm right in the middle there. I don't really have any plans. Mary is still in the hospital. She thinks she's getting out today. We don't know. Barb is out of the hospital and she's back in her rehab center. She has to have some dental work done before she can have her heart surgery. Mary has some doctor's appointments this week. So tomorrow she has the ophthalmologist appointment, and Tuesday she's supposed to have a colonoscopy. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, during the years ago, I don't know if people remember, but it was in the winter. It was a long time ago. It was 2012 probably. Yeah, because I was still working in 2012. And I was coming home from work, and I was turning onto the street to come onto my street because I live in a subdivision. And I hit a patch of ice, and I had the choice of taking down the stop sign or hitting the gas pipe. There's a gas, not a gas line. Well, it might be a gas line, but it's like a thing to let you know that's where the gas line is. And I swerved and swerved and swerved and took out the stop sign. I couldn't even see it. I don't even know where it went. And my phone was completely dead. And I had a landline at that point. So I drove home and I called the police and reported myself. Jim was so mad. I reported myself. And then I went back to wait for the policeman so that they could make a report, probably give me a ticket for, not driving properly or whatever. And so I parked and I was waiting for the police officer, and then I saw the car coming and I'm thinking, slow down. And he wasn't slowing down. He wasn't speeding. He was going like the speed limit, but I knew from that patch of ice that, you're going to have to slow down or you're going to hit that same patch of ice. And guess what? He hit that same patch of ice. And so I put my car in reverse because I thought if I don't, he's going to hit me. And he went right where my stop sign would have been. He would have taken out the stop sign. So he come out and he come over and he went and found the stop sign, which had gone into the neighbors, almost by their front porch, into the bushes. And so he dragged it back to where it was supposed to be. And then he came over to me and he said, obviously I can't give you a ticket because I think you probably did the exact same thing I just did. And I said, that's exactly what I did. And he says, I'm curious, why did you call and report yourself? I said, well, for the one thing, school's going to be getting out in about an hour and a half. And I just I wanted to make sure for the kids' safety. I mean, I know they have a crossing guard and everything, but I said, and I took the sign out. I mean, I wanted to own up to it. I did do it. And so he says, well, not very many people would be very honest. He says, I'm not going to write you a ticket. He says, but I am going to write up a report. And he says, you'll probably have to pay the county for a new stop sign. And I said, I completely understand that. That's so he took all my information. And before the kids even got out of school, they had put in a new stop sign. Like within that hour, they had gone and put, I thought, oh, I can't wait to see this bell. I never got a bell. The reason I bring up this story is because last night, because I have a Ring doorbell, and I have Ring cameras on my house. You get like notifications and stuff like that. Somebody took out my stop sign, because we always say it's my stop sign. Because whenever we're driving anywhere, if there's a stop sign laying on the ground, my family always said, have you been here? Were you in this vicinity? I'm never going to hear the end of it. I know. That's who my family is. I have no problem with it. That's just who we are. So, if that's who we are, that's who we are. And I'd be kind of disappointed if they didn't give me a little bit of a razz. But they were putting on, did anybody have any, because what happened was somebody saw him do it. It was a white Dodge van, had gone, and they think the driver was drunk because he was swaying down the road, hit the sign, and then he came down my street, turned around, and then went back to that street, and then went down the street behind me. So they think it's somebody that lives in the subdivision. So they were asking anybody if they could check their Ring cameras to see if they saw them. I did check my camera. He never came this far down onto my street. But he took out my stop sign. It's laying on the ground. I never paid for the stop sign, but it was because of me we got a new stop sign. So anyway, I don't know if it's been fixed or not yet. That was last night. That was about 11 o'clock last night. So I don't know. But like I said, I got my Zoom call at 4 o'clock today. I don't know what I'm going to have to eat. I'm not very hungry. I never drank any more water than I normally drink in a day. I drank my usual, I probably drink about 80 ounces of water a day. And I think I drank maybe a little bit more than 80, but not much more than 80. I didn't go to bed till 2:35 because I was watching a crappy movie. Did you ever watch a movie that was so bad, but you thought, I can't leave it now because it's got to get better? And then you get to the point, well, I've watched this much, I might as well watch it to the end. The end is obviously going to be making up for all this crap for the whole hour and a half. Or was it was almost 2 hours. It was an hour and 45 minutes. The ending is going to really tie it all up in a bow, and it's going to be so perfect. It'll like you didn't waste your time. Wasted my time because that was awful. So then I went over to Paramount to watch Criminal Minds because I watched that. And I didn't realize that I didn't watch last week's. Or, like the week before. So I had 2 episodes, but I only watched one because I looked at the clock and it was like 2:35, and I thought, oh, I can't stay up till 3:30. That being said, I went to bed about 2:45 after I brushed my teeth and all that good stuff. And I got up between 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock 4 times to go to the bathroom. And I went to the bathroom. It wasn't like just like maybe I'd think it. No, so I have no idea. I didn't take a water pill. I didn't take any of that. I didn't drink any more water than normal. But for some reason, between 3 and 9, my body wanted to get rid of all the excess fluids in my body. Go figure. I don't know what happened with that, but it was annoying. So I've been I've been nodding off here because I didn't really, even though I was in bed for 6 hours, I never really got 6 solid hours of sleep. I got maybe an hour and a half, and then I'd wake up, go to the bathroom, get back in bed. I can fall right back to sleep. It's not a problem with that. I did fall right back to sleep, but it's like, no. But, so, I'm going to finish watching the show. Hopefully by the time this show is over, everybody will be done with all their work outside, and then I go out and finish reading my book. Let me show you what book I'm reading. Remind you of my book. It's A Burning. It's pretty good. The print is very big, So it's going by pretty fast. I will finish it today, and then move on to another book. So, yeah, I'm kind of jealous of everybody. Valerie Reese with her garden, and Terry Weeks with her garden, and Joan over at Rise and Shine Suburban Homesteading with her garden. I think Edie's got a garden going on. Everybody's got a garden. Maybe next year I'll venture out to a garden. See, the problem is all of the people I mentioned can. I don't do any canning. And I'm not a big fan of eating foods that are canned. I'll eat them. But I'm kind of leery sometimes about eating them. I always worry about botulism and stuff like that. I know that, there's signs of it being bad and stuff like that, but I'm just kind of... Although my cousin Lynn makes jelly, and she brings me all the time, and we love it. And she brings barbecue sauce, and we love that, too. And she's canning that. I guess I'm just picky. It's kind of like I saw a thing on Facebook, which I did share, is, excuse me if I ask who prepared what for the potluck, and then they showed the messiest kitchen. I'm the same way. If I kind of look at people at work when I was working, and if they kind of look kind of suspectful, like a suspect that it might have a bad kitchen, I didn't eat their food. I don't know. It's, I don't know. It's just, of course, you go to a restaurant, you don't know what the kitchen looks like. My mother used to go, when she'd go in there, she'd always go into the kitchen. If she was a new restaurant, she'd go into the kitchen. Not a new restaurant, but a new restaurant to her. She'd go up to the counter and she'd say, "I'd like to see your kitchen." And they go, "Excuse me?" And she would just walk in. Now, that's not healthy. I know that. My mother was like very determined woman. I think I get a lot of that from my mom. But, yeah, she would go in just to see. She would just peek in. I mean, she wouldn't walk through the whole kitchen, but she just kind of peek in to see how it looked. And if it looked bad, she'd turn around and leave. So, we don't have, I think it's in New York where they put, or maybe Chicago too. I have never seen it, but they put letters in the window to let you know how you could always go on the Board of Health to see how the restaurants fare, how they're graded and that. But I think in the big major cities, they put a B, C, or D or in the window to let you know before you even go in if they passed a health inspection. In the suburbs here, I've never seen it. And I don't really eat in Detroit, in downtown, which would be downtown Chicago, downtown Detroit, downtown New York. I don't really eat downtown, so I wouldn't know if they have those signs or not. If anybody's eaten in downtown Detroit, let me know, because I don't recall ever seeing them. I've eaten at a couple places downtown, but I've never really looked for the A, B, C, or D sign in the window. My kitchen would get an A, well, maybe an A-. I won't give it an A. You can never be, even when you had reviews, I never understood if they give you 5 was the best and 1 was the worst. Nobody ever got a 5. Well, what was the point? What was the point of having a 5 if nobody ever got a 5? You could do everything right and do nothing wrong, and they still wouldn't give you a 5. I don't understand. If you're going to have a high, but I know with my kitchen, I would say an A-. I really would. You've seen my kitchen. You've seen me when I do my tags. I think my kitchen's pretty organized, clean. I'm always using disinfectant and stuff. Yeah. If you ever had a potluck and I bring something, it's safe. Trust me, it's safe. Yep. Okay, let's talk again tomorrow. How's that sound? And if anybody, I know Terry says she didn't want to steal my line. Steal it all you want, Terry, because you know what? Let's chat again tomorrow is a good line to end with. So let's chat again tomorrow.